Hello, and thank you so much for letting me join you all for the second Philippine Environment Summit. I wish I could join you in person, but thank you very much for allowing me to be present by means of this video. To begin with, I'd like to first say congratulations to the Green Convergence, of which my organization, the Climate Reality Project, is a proud member. And thank you for bringing together this multi-sector gathering to help solve the climate crisis. I would also like to very much thank Pushun Kenayehan, a group started by climate reality leaders in the Visayas, dedicated to promoting renewable energy and climate justice. Today, of course, we only face three questions about the climate crisis. The first one is, must we change? Well, every day we pour 110 million tons of man-made global warming pollution into the thin shell of atmosphere around our planet as if it's an open sewer. And all the extra heat energy trapped by that man-made global warming pollution would be equal to more than what would be released by 400,000 Hiroshima-class atomic bombs exploding on the Earth every single day. It's a big planet, but that's a lot of energy, and the consequences of all that extra heat energy are clear. Stronger storms, bigger downpours, more destructive floods and mudslides, deeper and longer droughts, crop failures, strengthening wildfires, spreading disease, melting ice, and of course sea level rise, accelerating now. Last year was the second hottest year on record, the hottest in ocean temperatures, and the last 4 years were the hottest 4 years ever recorded in history with instruments. As many know, more than 90% of all that extra heat energy is going into the oceans. And as a result, the ocean temperatures have been rising quite dramatically. And that has drastic consequences for disrupting the water cycle and the Earth's ecological system. In 2013, before reaching the Philippines, Super Typhoon Yolanda crossed areas of the Pacific Ocean 3.5 degrees Celsius warmer than normal, becoming the strongest as of that time and most destructive ocean-based storm ever to make landfall, causing over 4 million climate refugees. What a tragedy. I visited Tacloban in 2016 and was shocked to see all the destruction that had been caused by Yolanda, but I was amazed and so impressed and inspired by the resilience and the determination of that community to bounce back in spite of such a tragic event. My heart goes out to the communities recently affected by typhoons Erduha and Venta. Rest assured that we're with you in solidarity and doing our best to help solve the climate crisis at the global level. So yes, the answer to that first question is we must change. The scientists have long warned us that we have to, and now Mother Nature is doing it in a much more persuasive way. That brings up the second question, can we change? Now, fortunately, the answer to that question is also a resounding yes. I myself am more hopeful than ever that we are on the right track, but we have to act faster and with much more urgency. Back in the year 2000, analysts predicted that the world's wind generating capacity would reach 30 gigawatts by 2010, but we exceeded that 18 times over by last year. In 2002, the best predictions were that the solar energy market would be able to grow by 1 gigawatt per year by 2010. But when 2010 arrived, we exceeded that 17 times over. And last year, we beat that goal 98 times over. It's now clear that our world is in the early stages of a sustainability revolution that has the magnitude of the Industrial Revolution, but the speed of the digital revolution. It's empowered by the Internet of Things and machine learning, and it represents the largest opportunity for investment in the whole history of the world. And the Philippines, thanks in large part to so many of you in this room, is now playing a major role in leading the conversation on the climate crisis and taking action to solve it. From 2015 to 2016, solar capacity in the Philippines increased by more than 500%. Congratulations. India has announced that within just 12 years, 100% of all their new cars and trucks will have to be electric vehicles. The biggest source of new jobs worldwide is now in solving the climate crisis. In the U.S. here, solar jobs are now twice as numerous as coal jobs, and they're growing 17 times faster than all other jobs in the economy. In the Philippines already, there are 25,000 jobs in solar, and that number is growing fast. So can we change? Yes, you bet we can. So the third and final question, maybe the most important one, is will we change? Well, here too there's good news because every nation on earth has joined the Paris Agreement and agreed to take global warming pollution down to net zero by mid-century. Now, I know what you're thinking, President Trump, but remember, the United States cannot legally withdraw from the Paris Agreement until the first day after the next presidential election. And a new president could just give 30 days notice and the U.S. is back in. And we're going to meet and exceed the U.S. commitments under the Paris Agreement, regardless of what President Trump tweets or says or does. We're on track to meet the Paris Agreements and exceed them regardless of who occupies the White House. Now, that's in large part because of the dramatic commitments of governors of many of our largest states, hundreds of mayors, thousands of business leaders, and others who have announced their continuing support for the Paris Agreement. So keep fighting. We are going to win this. We have to, and we will, and we have to win it in time. We're going to answer all of these questions with a resounding yes. And ladies and gentlemen, it will be in no small part thanks to the people and the groups represented in this room. So congratulations, keep fighting, keep changing, and thank you.